Hello everybody, and welcome to another reaction video. And we're going to be reacting to another band that I have never heard of before. A band called Demon Hunter. Not familiar with them. So, obviously, did myself a little bit of research, and I came across Demon Hunter is an American Christian metal band formed in 2000 in Seattle, Washington. As of 2010, the band has sold over 500,000 albums, and their style is a combination of nu metal and metalcore, and that is all I found. Now, I've stated before on this channel, I am very much not a religious person. I don't follow religion of any kind. I don't condemn people that do follow religion. I'm just not a big fan of it myself. And I have reacted to Christian bands before. I've covered Flyleaf, I believe Under Oath as well were a Christian band. So, you know, I'll be interested to see how this goes. Now, the track I was going to check out is a track called Died in My Sleep. So I had to do a little bit of research on the actual track itself, and all I found was something that the band themselves said about the song, and it says, "I believe we, being followers of Christ, have done a fairly abysmal job of witnessing in recent years." I'm not sure what that means, unless he's a Jehovah's Witness. "Our voice is anything but unified, and our methods often inspire more laughter than contemplation. We've become fluent in putting our collective foot in our mouth when we dare to say anything at all." So, you know, you could be talking about the population in general here, and I think what you're saying there is about, you know, the division in religion itself, because there's such a huge division in religion. It's unbelievable. Like, you know, you've got the Christians, you've got the Catholics, you've got the Jehovah's Witnesses, you've got Hindus, Muslims, everything, you know, and I mean, they all believe in a God. Right, and every single one of them is convinced that their God is the right God. Every single one of them, you know. But why can't they just all say, you know, we all believe in something. Let's just use that. You know, we don't have to fight over who's right and wrong. You know, and we've become more fluent in putting our collective foot in our mouth when we dare to say anything at all. Because, you know, as I was saying, you know, people these days are so forcefully behind what they believe that anybody else who doesn't agree with them is wrong. So, you know, when they dare to speak up against it, they say something stupid, you know, rather than saying, you know, like, you know, I'm Christian, you're Catholic, we believe in the same God, why are we arguing, why are we fighting, and all this, you know. They're instead saying, you know, well, my God's better than your God, even though it's the same bloody one, you know. So they're saying something stupid. So, you know, it doesn't necessarily outline what the song itself might be about, I'm not sure. But obviously this is going to be a very heavily religiously based song, so we'll see how it goes. I've got the lyrics up here. And so yes, I think we'll get straight into it. So this is Died in My Sleep by Demon Hunter. Let's go.
I see now we're all
So, as they were saying before, it seems to be, like people, just conflicting, I mean, the last couple of lines there: no witness, no means to end. We cannot wait to keep this in to free ourselves. So it's like, you're seeing something. You're seeing something wrong, and you can't see any way out of it. But you don't say anything about it. You just keep it to yourself. So you don't get involved. So you're essentially not a part of it. You don't have to worry about it. But instead of keeping it to yourself, why not speak up? Why not say something about it? Why not do something? Why not affect change? Rather than thinking like, well, they're not the same belief as me, why should I help them? Just bloody help them. One of the main tenets of like Christianity is love thy neighbour. It doesn't say love thy neighbour but only if they follow the same religion as you. Is love thy neighbour, indiscriminate. It doesn't matter who they are. And for anybody that's actually doubting this, I have read the Bible. I've read it quite a few times. I've studied it quite extensively. So whilst I am not a religious person, I do study what I'm talking about, because I'm not one of these internet people who's just going to sit there and blindly argue about something that I actually have no idea about. But anyway, that's beside the point. And there was a couple of lines there. We gave up on hope. We gave them length enough in rope to free themselves. Giving someone length enough of rope. It's a common thing about like we gave them the tools they needed to help themselves, but instead they ended up hurting themselves. Because you're not actually physically helping them. You're just going, right, well, there's the stuff you need. Go and do it yourself, rather than actually helping them. You're throwing out the illusion that you're helping them, whereas in reality you're just like, just do it yourself. I'm not going to get involved. Why can't people, just help each other? Why do we have to keep fighting over everything? It's annoying. Anyway, we'll carry on. I'm rambling. there we go. That was Demon Hunter Died in My Sleep. Very interesting. I like the style of the music. I wasn't expecting the sort of almost electronic element to it. I wasn't expecting that at all. And it was good. The music was actually fairly heavy. The music was fairly heavy. They described it as nu metal. I can kind of see that. I actually very much enjoyed the song, and the guy has a fantastic voice. I'll give him that. He has got a phenomenal voice, and I did like the song. And one thing I specifically liked about it, and it didn't concentrate. Like it wasn't all religious and preachy. I like that. I'm fine with people being, following whatever religion they want. I don't care. Do what you will. I don't like when that sort of thing is like forced in your face. I mean, POD, they were a Christian metal group, and I had their first album, Satellite, and I really enjoyed that, and I don't seem to recall very much of their music had too much in your face, like God is great, God is love, all that sort of stuff. And again, I mean, Flyleaf a bit more so, and but they were subtle about it. And Lacey Sturm's solo project, whilst it did have a lot of meaning behind it for religion, it didn't like shove it right in your face. And with Under Oath as well, they didn't like throw it in your face. So I really liked it, and I really enjoyed this song. And I do hope that more of the most of their other stuff is in a similar vein to this, because I enjoyed the musicianship. I enjoyed his voice. He did have a phenomenal voice. It's you can really get the emotion and feeling of a song from someone's voice if they project it well, and he did it brilliantly. So I'll be interested to check out some of their other stuff. I've never heard of them before, so I'm quite surprised. So yes, I'll be interested to check out some more of their stuff. I think this is the only track of theirs that's ever been suggested to me. So if anybody can suggest any more Demon Hunter tracks, then please do. I'm going to throw a shout out to Elizabeth Vargas for suggesting this track to me. Thank you very, very much. I very much enjoyed the song. So yeah, but we'll leave that as it is. If anybody would like to suggest any other tracks for me to react to, doesn't necessarily have to be Demon Hunter, it doesn't necessarily have to be metal, it can be any genre that you can think of. I will certainly give it a look. Just drop a comment in the comment section below, or message me on Instagram, and I will most certainly check it out. I will add it to my ever-growing list of songs. If you have suggested a track and it hasn't come up yet, rest assured it is coming. I've got a pretty big list, and I try and react to them in the order that they've been suggested to me. In the course of fairness. I know I have done a couple of revisits and repeats, but those are days when I haven't had so much time to research and look stuff up. So, but anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, by all means, please do suggest me tracks. But yeah, I think we'll leave that as it is. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.